Good evening, race fans. Welcome to another Tuesday night here for the ISRL. Tonight, they are at Chicagoland to kick off the Eliminator 12 playoffs here at Chicagoland. And right now, in the top 10, we have Alexander Hyder in that top spot with a 39.86 in practice. Sean Leisure in second with a 39.87. Corbin Collins third with a 39.92. Diego rolled in fourth, 31.093. Zach Linger in fifth with a 31.125. Connor Trafari sixth with a 31.132. Jason Gallagher seventh, 31.138. Jared Rashawn in eighth with a 31.139. Michael Dorsey ninth with a 31.143, and Aiden Kirker rounding out the top 10 here in practice with a 31.171. Let's go ahead and get down to the championship points here as playoffs are getting underway here. All the drivers in green are the contenders here for the championship here tonight. Well, kicking off anyway, I should say. And the way the points are, if you see the ones in the green, the comma, so instead of the 1,000, it's 1 dash. For some reason, the comma likes to put the rest of the number over there in the bonus, so I had to go ahead and put a dash there. So we got Sean Leisure in the top spot with 1,033 points. And Zach Lindgren in second with 1,028. He's 5 behind Sean. Corbin Collins in third with 1,022. 11 behind the leader and 6 behind Lindgren. Walker Thomas in fourth with 1,019. 14 behind the leader, 3 behind Corbin. Chase Burquette fifth, 1,018. 15 behind the leader, 1 behind Thomas. Jared Rashawn also in fifth with 1,018, 15 behind the leader, 1 behind Walker. Aiden Kirker is in seventh, 1,011, 22 behind the leader, 7 behind Jared and Burquette. Eighth, we have Chris Lilly, 1,010, 23 behind the leader, 1 behind Aiden. Connor Trafari in ninth, 1,008, 25 behind the leader, 2 behind Lilly. Josh Duke rounding out the top 10 here in points with 1,007, 26 behind the leader, and 1 behind Connor Trafari. Also, Connor Leach is in 10th with 1,007, 26 behind the leader, and 1 behind Connor Trafari. And then rounding out the top 12 contenders for the title here this season, Jason Semedo in 12th with 1,000 points, 33 behind the leader, and 7 behind Connor and Josh Duke. And we'll go ahead real quick here and let's pop out the weather for everybody. That way you can all get an idea what these guys are going to be, what they're dealing with in practice. It might change here after qualifying. But right now, it's partly cloudy, 70 degrees here in Chicagoland, Gillette, USA, I should say. Track temp of 108, humidity 43%. Winds out of the east at 9 miles an hour. No fog in the area, no rain in the area. So, obviously, that equals a dry track. But we're going to go ahead, step away, play our national anthem as they're down under a minute here left to go in practice. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. Alright, folks, welcome back. Qualifying is just getting underway here. Ahead and get everything going so you guys can see who we're on, who we're focusing on at the current time. And right now it's on, well, it was on Dorsey. Now it's on Lindgren here. He's out here on track. Just getting a warm-up, out lap, I should say, in here. Time should be rolling in here momentarily. Got Semedo out here getting his warm-up lap in, his out lap. You got Hyder. He should be completing his first lap here. As it goes to Costello. Lindgren up to the top spot for right now with a 38.76. Got Camper up here to third with a 32.160 right now. Eli Innes up to second as he's losing it in turn 2 there, and that will be his best time that he can lay down there. Got Jason Gallagher here in 7th, or 8th now I should say, as times are just coming in here. Got Costello here sitting in 8th spot on his first lap. Anthony Colatuano, he's sitting in 14th. Connor Leach here in 3rd. Got Jason Gallagher up to 2nd with a 39.79. Brian Bick sitting in 15th right now. Looking like he's on his 2nd lap, getting ready to complete his qualifying time here tonight. And that will put him up to 16th for right now. As Leisure completed his time, he is sitting in that 9th spot. Got Daryl out here, just getting out here on track. He's running a red Goodwrench Chevrolet. We're just sitting there on the back straightaway. Caden Henry Oaks completed his qualifying. He is sitting in 10th in that OnlyFans machine. Mitch Van Oss is out here on track, getting his out lap in. Mike Dorsey sitting in 9th spot, completing his qualifying times. Daryl going to complete his qualifying, put him in the 18th spot here as of right now. Still waiting for Mitch Van Oss. We're coming down to just a little over a minute here left to go in qualifying. And the drivers here. Find it real quick. So you got Lindgren, who's sitting 2nd in the points. He is qualifying on the pole here tonight as of right now. And it looks like he's going to qualify on the pole. So you got Lindgren, you got Corbin Collins there in 3rd. He's sitting in 3rd in the points. Alexander Hyder, he's not in the playoffs. But we'll go ahead and get through that here in a little bit as they are getting ready to grid. So let's go ahead and get them down to the starting grid here this evening. Starting in row number 1 on the pole, Zach Lindgren with a 38.76. Once again, congratulations to Zach on grabbing the pole here tonight. Alexander Hyder starting on the outside of him in 2nd. In row number 2, Corbin Collins, that 71 starting 3rd. The 58, Jason Gallagher starting 4th. In row number 3, we got the 79 of Connor Leach starting 5th. Pet Machine, Chase Paquette starting 6th. In row number 4, Aiden Kirker in a 39 starting 7th. Jared Rashawn in a 27 starting 8th. Row number 5, we got Michael Dorsey starting 9th in the 99 machine. Caden Henry Oaks in the 41 starting 10th. In row number 6, Sean Leisure starting 11th in that 67 machine. Eli Innes in the 1 machine starting 12th. Back in row number 7, the 53 of Chris Lilly rolling off 13th. The 43 of Jason Semendo rolling off 14th. Row 8, we got Joseph Costello in the 60 machine rolling off 15th. Josh Duke in the 32 starting 16th. Row number 9, Keelan Baelish in the 18 starting 17th. Daryl Arnold in the 6 machine starting 18th. In row number 10, Mitch Van Oss in the 182 starting 19th. Brian Bick in the 92 starting 20th. In row number 11, Seth Wentworth in the 28 machines rolling off 21st. Anthony Colatuano in the 98 starting 22nd. In row 12, we got James Rader in the 72 in 23rd. And then Kyle Camper in the 91 rolling off 24th. In row number 13 to 9 of Connor Trafari rolling off 25th. The 97 of Diego Roldan rolling off 26th. In row 14, J.J. Hill in the 3 machine rolling off 27th. Chris Thornton in the 75, 28th. In row 15, the 04, Cameron McCone starting 29th. The 17 of Jake Baker rolling off 30th. And that will complete the starting grid here tonight. "30 drivers are grading up here this evening for the first round of the Eliminator 12. They got 2 rounds. We got this tonight here at Chicagoland. And then next week, they go to Richmond to determine who will be in the Contender 8. And that will kick off over at Indianapolis. But that is not until the 21st of May. So we still got tonight and the 14th to determine the 8 drivers that will be the Contender 8 starting at Indianapolis, as they are getting their warm-up lap in here, pacing behind that pace car, getting ready to go green flag racing here momentarily. Well, actually, it's the iRacing truck out here pacing the field tonight. No sedan. It is the truck out here at Chicagoland. Waiting for that pace truck to dive off to the safety of pit road. And then it'll be in Barney the flagman's hands. Now, waiting for him to wave that green flag. And the green flag is out, folks. We are racing here tonight at Chicagoland. The start of the Eliminator 12 here for the ISRL season number 5. Already battle for the lead. Alexander Hyder there riding the outside, trying to get around Zach Lindgren. But it looks like Zach is going to lead the first lap here at Chicagoland tonight. Now he only has 99 more laps to lead here, and he will be victor here tonight. Don't see anybody leading every single lap here tonight, but you never know. It could happen. It's a possibility. And I'm still having the issue with the computer wanting to do a little hiccup every now and then. But that's just something we gotta roll with. We'll go ahead and get back here a little bit further. What's going on back here? I think we got a battle going on behind Connor Leach with Aiden Kirker. This is a battle for the 6th spot with Aiden, Jared, and Corbin Collins here. As Corbin and Jared are doing battle, Aiden was able to clear both those drivers. He was able to get around Corbin. And now Jared is on the outside of Corbin looking to get around him. And that's multiple lines are going to be the story of the night here. We see a lot of drivers using the bottom, but Jared was using the midline, and Aiden Kirker was using the good old Larson line, pretty much up there against the wall, as now Michael Dorsey's going to go ahead and somewhat do it. Get back here a little bit further. We had the one of Eli Innes there. He was literally up against the wall. I don't think he made contact with it, but he was up there pretty good, pretty close to it. But while all that was going on, Alexander Heide was able to get around Zach Lindgren, so no one is going to be able to lead all the laps here tonight. Alexander Heide has already led one lap, and he's looking to complete his second lap lead here early on. Back here, this is a battle for 23rd with Anthony Colatuano and the 91 of Kyle Camper. Colatuano was able to get around Kyle Camper, and he is also the fastest driver out here on track with that last lap he just made with a 31.123. And it looks like the drivers who are in the playoffs, they have their roof number in the yellow. Well, Zach Lindgren's got a blue one. I don't know if it's blue, yellow. You got Gallagher here. He's got a yellow one. You got Chase Paquette in the blue. So we got multiple colors here between blue and yellow. We're just going to say both blue and yellow are in. I don't know. Chris Lilly here is trying to make a move there on the outside. That will be Leisure there on the inside. I do know their spoilers are blue, the playoff contenders. Chris Lilly, you see the blue spoiler there. Means that they are one of the playoff contenders here. Fighting for the championship here for season 5. And back here with JJ Hill, sitting here in 26th spot. Pretty much by himself here early on. Probably just taking it easy right now. Just want to get a good feel of what his car is going to be like here. Same with the 60 machine of Costello here sitting in 27th. We got battles going on here with Anthony Colatuano here battling for 17th spot. Trying to get around that 182 machine of Mitch Van Haas. And he's going to use the outside to be able to do that here. I do believe going through 1 and 2, he's going to have the momentum there on the outside. You carry a lot of momentum staying on that outside. And he's going to be able to carry it down the back straightaway and clear that 182 Mitch Van Haas down the back straightaway going into turn number 3. As long as he does not hit the wall. We get back up here. We got Connor trying to get around the 10 machine of Chase McWhite. We got Aiden Kirker coming up behind both of them, as well as Jared Rashawn here in 7th and Michael Dorsey in 8th. Can't forget about Chris Lilly here sitting in 9th. So from 4th all the way to 8th. Pretty much put a blanket on these guys. Chase Paquette's going to use the outside once more. Go ahead and get around the 79 of Connor, and so looks of it. He's going to utilize the outside as well down the back straightaway, going down into turn number 3. He's going to keep it in that mid-high line. Jared Rashawn's going to really pick it up. pretty much up to the top seam there. Chris Lilly back here trying to get around. Ooh, almost got his nose clipped off there from Dorsey. Let's see here. Right now, Chase is the top runner of those. He is sitting in fourth. And Josh looking here in 13th. But we got a whole lot of battling going on here from. And then you got Zach back up to the front. He was able to get back around Alexander Hyder as we missed that. But we got, too much action going on back here from fourth on back. I've been focused on the action and not the intervals, what's been happening in front of them. Get back. I don't want to get off of here yet. Back here, Aiden Kirker, he's on the inside there of the 10 machine and Chase Paquette. Seeing Aiden use the outside here early on, now he's using the inside to try to see if he can use that to his advantage, and it looks like he's not going to be able to. Now Michael Dorsey's going to try to use the inside here, going down in a turn, turn number 3. Looks like he pushed up a little tight there, and he's going to have to back off, and gives the 27 of Jared Rashawn an opportunity to get up to his back bumper and see if Jared's going to be able to do anything with it here going into turn number 1. He's going to use the mid to high line. Aiden Kirker running a little bit higher line there this time. If I was back here with this group, I'd be doing what some of these drivers are doing, just trying to find any kind of clean air through the turns. Do anything possible to save that right front as much as you can. But some are just content on running, the line that they've been feeling most comfortable running it. And if somebody is in front of them occupying their line, then so be it. They're just going to be stuck back there. As we see here, Aiden Kirker pretty much running the same line as Chase Paquette here through 1 and 2. Now he's going to dive it down to the inside as Chase is going to take it up near the wall through 3 and 4. That's going to give Chase the momentum out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, and Chase is still going to hold on to 4th for right now. But he did not, really get a lot of momentum out of that turn like I thought he was going to be able to. Now they're pretty much side by side coming out of 2, and now there's that momentum that prevails down the back straightaway. Now, Aiden Kirker's got Mike Dorsey there to his outside, going down into 3 and 4. And coming out of turn number 4, got a little bit of the momentum, but not a whole lot. It looks like coming out of turn number 2 is really where you see the difference between running the high side and running the low side here early on. Really gotta get this bug out of this computer, whatever's going on with it. Could be it. Could be the fact that I possibly fried my GPU too. Who knows? But Zach Lindgren still up here. Got about a 4/10 of a second lead over Alexander Heider right now. And get back here. This is where the Hornets nest is at, from 4th all the way back to 9th here with Connor Leach. And you got just a little bit of a gap to 10th with Leisure here in the 67 machine. Corbin Collins here rounding out in 11th. So that's pretty much the big pack. And you get back here with Caden. These guys are about a little over a second and a half behind. As thought we were going to have some 3 wide. They opted not to do that. The 43 Semedo decided to take it easy, and I think that was Costello. What happened to Costello? And looks like he self-spun it. Just got loose coming out of 4. Is able to lock it down on the apron, keep it rolling. No caution. So good job by Costello to maintain the green flag condition here at Chicagoland. I know it sucks, but at the same time, you know, for the competitors, it's a good thing to, you know, especially, still got a long way to go. Anything can happen. He's sitting here in 28th. He's 1 lap down. He's the first driver a lap down, so if a caution were to come out at any time right now, he would be the lucky dog. He'd be able to get his lap back, get back on the lead lap, and redeem himself here relatively quickly. Yeah, tire strategy playing out is huge. We saw it, you know, a few weeks ago. Well, actually, we saw it last week. Strategy played a key role in, you know, who won that race. We've had it a couple times here throughout the season where pit strategy really worked to the favor, you know, of the drivers if they play it right. In case last week it worked really good. So it's just, you know, a matter of how good are you at saving not only the right front, but saving that right rear where you're not over trying to put too much into it. As we get to 79 up in the wall, reach up there into the wall, able to get it off the wall, and you know he's going to fall back here to the tail end of this pack, but looks like he doesn't have any major consequences from brushing that wall here. And that's the good thing about these bodies. They're very, very forgiving, but at the same time strong, where they're able to withstand a little mishap of brushing that soft barrier there in the turns. But yes, I do foresee here as this race goes on. They've been out here. Well, now we just completed lap 30. So I could see some drivers trying to do a 1 pit stop for fuel, and then possibly, you know, do a little splash and go later on, depending on, you know, how good they feel with their tires after their first pit stop. Right now we got a two-car race here for the lead. And it's been maintaining right around 3 to 5 tenths of a second here between these guys, and you go back just a little over 2 seconds to third place with Paquette. Fourth, Jason Gallagher fifth, and we got 3 wide going on behind them. We got we got Corbin Collins, we got Mike Dorsey, we got Sean Leisure, all here battling for the same position. And it looks like the outside is going to be able to prevail over the middle line and the bottom line. As it was a close call there between the 99 and 71, but there was just a little bit of daylight between the two, and it looks like Mike Dorsey is going to be the first driver to say, I am coming down pit road, and he came in hot like he stole it. I would not be surprised if he's going to get held for speeding on entry here. Looks like we also have Kyle Camper is on pit road. He is 4 laps down. So he's been sitting here for a minute. As Aiden Kirker is once again battling with Paquette here for the third spot. And Paquette is on the outside. And he's going to have that outside prevail once again as the battle for the lead once more is really heating up here between Lindgren and Alexander. Looks like Alexander might have possibly saved what he had on his tires for this part of the run. Now Alexander's going to take it to the outside here of Lindgren. This is a battle for the lead. These two are the only 2 leaders here so far here in the night, as now he's going to do a crossover down the back straightaway, take it down to the inside, going down into turn number 3. And is he going to have enough here to complete the pass coming out of turn number 4? It doesn't look like he's going to have enough quite yet. Going down the front straightaway, or actually it's like the front tri-oval, just a big turn down the front, and going down into turn number 1. They're still side by side, and looks like Lindgren's gonna have the momentum down the back straightaway. I mean, even the back straightaway is not straight; it still has a slight bend to it. It would be nice to see this race go green from start to finish. It's happened a few times. But you never know, especially with the tires getting old now. We've already seen a couple drivers. Costello there. He went for a little loop-de-loop down the front straightaway, but he was able to get it back under control and keep everything green. And still like to know what happened to Kyle Camper. Why he's on pit road. He looks like he's back out there on track now. Sitting in 29, he is 5 laps down. We got battles here going on for not only the lead, but back here in this hornet's nest from 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Get back up here to the front. Alexander is just trying anything here to find any kind of momentum to get on Lindgren, be able to overtake him for the lead, just not able to do it as they're getting ready to come up onto some lap traffic here. It looks like the next driver going to be coming up on would be JJ Hill. No. Let's see here if I can find. Turn number 3. Really really can't tell who that is in front of him he's coming up on. But just get a little sense here what he is. He's got the cleanest air, obviously. Just a little idea of what he's dealing with here through the turns. Really hear him throttling that pedal down through the turns, just trying to give it a little, just enough to where he's not losing control. He's doing what my computer needs. It needs a burp. Like these, Caden is another driver who decided to come down pit road. He was done with his old set of tires. Been out here on one lap now with his pit stop. Michael Dorsey's been out here 7. Kyle Camper been out here 8. Chris Thornton's been out here 41. Everybody else, 44 laps and counting. Just can't quite see who is in front. Oh, that's Kyle Camper. Okay. Yeah, the leaders are getting ready to come up to Kyle Camper's. It looks like J.J. Hill is coming down pit road to make his pit stop. I'll put him at 43 laps. Like Leisure's going to come down pit road as well, make his pit stop. And for those interested, Boston creamed Cleveland in the first game here tonight. 120-95, so for any basketball fans out there, I'm a Cleveland fan, and yeah, it was not pretty. Not like we really have a realistic shot. Looks like Eli Innes is up brushing the wall. Trying to get the dust off that wall. Got Josh Duke here in 12th spot. Well, 11th. 11, 12, somewhere around there. He's battling the 43 of Jason Semedo here. Looks like Paquette is going to come down, make his scheduled pit stop. Put him at 47 laps on this run. Got Jason Semedo still battling with Josh Duke. Oh, I think a lot of these drivers are just going to do this in one stop here. Or that's their plan anyway, is do this in one stop. They're going to come down and probably right around lap 52. Come down pit road. Get everything they need to get back out here on track and have a fight to the end. Right now, it's been Zach Lindgren, Alexander Heider running away with it. Got Aiden Kirker here. He's about 4 seconds behind the two leaders. So here in about, I'd say 2 laps. 2 to 3 laps, these leaders will be coming down pit road. But we'll see here. I've been wrong before. Wouldn't be the first time I was wrong. Zach Lindgren is going to lead his 40th lap here. Looks like Aiden Kirker is down pit road. Jason Gallagher is down pit road. Connor Leach is down pit road. Got Gallagher down pit road as well. So these guys elected to come down on the 50 mark. Got Jared Rashawn also on pit road. If I can get on him. Well, I would expect your next time by these leaders be coming down pit road with Zach Lindgren, Alexander Hyder. As Connor Trafari is now down pit road. Chris Lilly looks like he's down pit road as well. And here come our leaders, Zach Lindgren, Alexander Hyder. Zach had a bad entry there, and Alexander took advantage of that and was able to squeak ahead of him. So now we're going to see here the battle of the pit roads. Who can get into their box and which pit crew can get the better service in and get them out first. Hate that camera. Looks like we got Corbin Collins also on track. It looks like we still have 7 drivers who have not made their pit stop, and Alexander Hyder is going to be able to beat Zach Lindgren out of pit road, and that could be the deciding factor of this race here tonight. Could be. Not over yet, it's far from over, anything can happen. Mitch Van Ossen, 182 here. Your current leader, he's been out here 54 laps. The 18 at Keelan is the last driver who has not made a pit stop. Well, actually, Eli. Eli Innes here in 11th is the last driver to not make a pit stop. He's been out here 54 laps. And now Darrell is going to take over the lead as Mitch Van Oss and Anthony Colatuano come down pit road and make their scheduled pit stop, as well as the Brian Bick. So give that Gerderin Chevrolet a lap lead here tonight. Darrell up 17 spots from where he started the race, but he's still got to come down pit road and get fuel and 4 tires on that machine, get back out here on track with those fuel goods. Darrell in first, Jake Baker second, Keelan third, Alexander Hyder, who just made his pit stop. He will be taking over the lead here once the pit cycle is complete. Still waiting for the top 3 to come down, get their service done here for the night. And, yeah, a lot of these drivers, it's a one and done type of thing, as Jake Baker is on pit road. He's going to come down and get service. There's the 60 machine of Costello. He's also coming down, get service on his machine. They've both been out here 56 laps. And Darrell looks like he's getting ready to come down pit road. And who did he get it down the pit road speed? Ooh. That's a close one. We'll see here. I'm going to stay on Darrell. We'll see if he made it to pit road speed. Yes, he was able to. Wow. Good job, Darrell. All right, so Alexander is back up to the point here. Now he's got a 2-second lead over the 85 Zach Lindgren. Zach might have learned lessons from the first run here, decided to lay it back here at the beginning of this run, save something for the end of the run. We don't do commercial breaks here, but I'm just going to go ahead here and have iRacing go ahead and go through the field. Of course they would do that. They would have a caution while I was away. So now they're all going to come down pit road and it's going to give me time to see what happened here. So, pick. I want to go back to the lap. Get on Daryl. I think it was Daryl. Oh, he was just coming out of pit road. It was Chris Thornton. Oh well, sometimes ATVO does not give me the right data. Oh, after the pit cycle here, we got Aiden Kirker. He decided to stay out. Josh Duke is going to be second. Jason Semedo third. Mitch Van Oss fourth. Daryl Arnold fifth. Those 5 drivers did not make a pit stop here. Alexander Hyder, your first driver to make a pit stop. Chase Paquette in 7th, Zach Linger in 8th, Sean Leisure 9th, and Connor Leach rounding out your top 10. Should be getting the one to go here next time by. As we are down lap 63 of 100 here at Chicagoland. Or Vienna Beep 150. Like we got 10 of you guys out there watching. Thank you all for tuning in here this evening for the kickoff of the ISRL Season 5 playoffs. This is the Eliminator 12. Race 1 or 2 here before they get down to the Contender 8. I'd really like to know why the iRacing is the only thing that is doing this. Waiting for that piece of dive off to the safety of pit road, and it'll be in that 39's hands. Hayden Kirker. I'm not going to jinx him tonight. Not yet, anyway. Green flag is back out. We are back underway here, folks. Looks like we got battle going. Oh, we got some 3 wide going on back here with Sean Leisure. And we got more 3 wide, 2 rows deep, almost 3 rows deep. Yeah, just a whole, might as well throw a blanket on all these guys back here with Mitch Van Oss and company. Jared LaShawn's in that mix, Alexander Hyder's in the mix. Connor Trafari, Zach Lindgren, Corbin Collins. We got contact between Alexander and 71 of Corbin. No. That might have been Daryl. Daryl is up here at 7. We still got 3 wide going on. Oh, we're going to have some 4 wide coming out turn number 4. Oh, Daryl. Oh, everybody ran out of room, and Daryl was the out man on that one. He's going through mowing some grass there at Chicagoland. And he is going to take it to pit road. As Chase McQuet's going to get around Aiden Kirker for the lead. Now here comes Zach Lindgren, Jason Semedo getting a big charge there as we have a caution. Let's see who that. Oh, there it is. That is the 9 machine of Connor Trafari. Get on him. Here you go. And started with the 71 here of Corbin. And got a little contact there with the 53. Went down to the apron, came back up. Well, the 9 had nowhere to go. And decided to just lock it there to let everybody go around him. And that is what brought out our second caution of the evening. Go ahead and do a quick race recap here. 2 cautions for 5 laps so far. And we've had 10 lead changes. We're down to 32 laps to go here. And it looks like we got 11 out there watching. Thank you all for tuning in here. Let's go ahead real quick and show everybody the playoff standings here. Drivers in green are the ones you want to keep your eyes on here. From Sean Leisure, Zach Lingray, Corbin Collins, Walker Thomas, Chase Paquette, Jared Rashawn, Aiden Kirker, Chris Lilly, Connor Trafari, Josh Duke, Connor Leach, and Jason Semedo are your 12 playoff drivers. And we just saw Connor Trafari, the latest caution here this evening. So he is currently sitting. Where is he at? Connor is 16th, so he's not doing even after that spin. He's the last driver on the lead lap. We have 16 drivers on the lead lap. We have 6 drivers, 1 lap down, all the way from 16th to 22nd. Costello and Thornton are 2 laps down. Darrell, he called it a night here tonight. He is in 25th, 3 laps down. Kyle Camper, 26th, 5 laps down. Aiden Henry Oaks, 8 laps down in 27th. Anthony Colatuano, 28, 9 laps down. And Keelan is in 29, 12 laps down. It looks like we'll be getting the 1 to go here this time by, as the pace truck light should go off. Chase turning that engine off, just trying to save some fuel here for just in case. Might need to have a little extra here for the end of the race here tonight. But I don't see that need of it. Then out here 9 laps. If anything, they'd be coming down and getting tires if they get a pretty good green flag run here. But getting ready to get back green flag racing here. So, let's go ahead and wait for that pace truck to dive off the safety of pit road. And if I'm the driver, I am virtually tighten my belts tight one more time here as we get ready to saddle it back up. And Chase is back on the loud pedal. We are back green flag racing here at Chicagoland for the ISRL Season 5, Eliminator 12 playoff race number 1 here at Chicagoland. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got some battles going on here for second, third. Jared Rashawn is driving it down there on the inside. And you got 24. Alexander Hyder, he's going to take it 3 wide there, coming out of turn number 4, put Leisure in the middle. Chris Lilly there on the inside, and Alexander's going to get a 2-for there. 2-for-1 deal. And he's still going to run the outside there through 1 and 2, going down back straight. He's going to have momentum. And he's going to get some draft there from the 27 machine, Jared Rashawn as well, going down to turn number 3. He's still going to ride that high side. On the beach there. Almost door-to-door through 3 and 4. Here comes Aiden Kirker. He's trying to find his way. Looking for a seam to get around those 2 drivers. Nothing quite yet. Get up back up here to the front. The battle for the leads heating up with Zach Linder and Chase McQuaid here. 1 and 2. Jared Shawn here third. But here comes Zach Lindgren. Fake down to the inside. He's going to take it to the outside. No, he's going to take it back down to the inside. Almost contact between the 2. Going down into turn number 1 here. Very good battle here. Oh, almost door to door. Coming out of turn number 2. Looks like Zach might have got it a little bit loose there in the center of the turn. What was able to take advantage of that as we have a caution once more, and it's on Eli Innes. What happened there, Eli? Oh. No fall to Eli. It looked like that was the 182 Mitch Van Oss. So what sent? Looks like he came back up and the transition upset his car. It looked like. Yeah, it looked like as soon as he went up that transition, it just hooked back to the left, them down, and then he was trying to merge back up. The 60 was there, and the 60 got into the one. And that's what brought out our third caution here this evening. Looks like we do have some pit stops, but the leaders are staying out here. So let's go ahead and let's see here if we can find. He is not in Discord. Okay. He's not in Discord either. Man, nobody wants to be in Discord during the race. This is not fun. I can't pick on nobody. I could pick on Aiden if I wanted to, but I'm not going to after what I did to him last week. Not on purpose. It was accidental. And I'm not going to elaborate on what happened. Just go back and watch the last Wednesday's broadcast, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about here. Everybody I want to interview, they are not in Discord. I always try to bring somebody new up I have not interviewed. You know what? Nobody I want to interview is in here. Ooh. Oh well. We're just going to go ahead and let them get the green, get back green flag racing. I don't think that we're done with the cautions yet. There might be a few more. So it gives me time to go ahead and contemplate who I want to pick on between the leaders here. Or I just might pick somebody in the back. Try to see what their take is on what's going on in front of them. They get a better view than what we're getting. I mean, we could get a better view, but that would be... Then you're not seeing the track. You're just seeing what the driver's seeing in front of them. And there's somebody who's caught a glimpse of the car. I think it was the 43. But anyway, looks like it cleared up on his end. So we'll be coming down here. 21 to go here once they take the green flag, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 21. Look at that. My math is right for once, guys. Yay! Wait for that pace truck to dive off the safety pit road. And it is in Chase's hands here, as he's looking to chase his way to victory lane here at Chicagoland. Green flag is back out. We're back underway here tonight, folks. 21 more laps to go, as somebody was trying to peek it in 3 wide. I think that was Aiden Kirker in that 39 machine. Yes, it was. But it did not unfold, thankfully. He's definitely one of those drivers. And I'm not going to say why. He's just on a mission. And we got a battle here for 4th with Jared Rashawn, Alexander Hyder. Well, actually, a battle for 3rd. Jared Rashawn was 3rd. Zach Lindgren's looking to chase that 10 machine, chase Paquette down. All over the back bumper once again. A chase. Last time he was not able to successfully take the outside, and he is all over the back bumper there. And we got one heck of a battle here for the lead, as now Chase is on the outside. Got to have the momentum down the back straightaway. Zach Lindgren, though, is going to use a little bit of side draft contact there between the 10 and the 85, as if it's the last lap. And they still got 19 to go here. 18 to go. Chase up into the wall out of turn number 4 is going to hurt some of that momentum down the front straight away. But they're back door to door, going down to the turn number 1 here. And I know there's battles going on everywhere else, but right now this, oh man, almost contacted 1-2 down the back straightaway, still side by side, door to door. Almost under defender going down to turn number 3. Now Alexander Hyder is like, I'm going to ride the outside here. I'm going to see if I can get the 3 wide for the lead. Coming out of turn number 4. And I think Chase led that lap. Yes, Chase did lead that lap. Barely led that lap. That was 1/1000th of a second. Got more contact going down the back straightaway, going down to the turn number 3 between Paquette and Lindgren. And looks like Chase is going to prevail for now. Zach Lindgren's going to tuck back in behind Paquette. Going to regroup here and think of a different strategy to try to get around that 10 machine. And if I was Zach, it would be coming out of turn number 4. I would do anything in my power to get to the outside of that 10 machine, as it looks like we might have a possible battle there for 2nd between the 24 and, well, the cars behind them. But Zach is going to try the inside once more here, going down into turn number 1. Chase has shown that the outside is where you want to be, and he's actually running in the middle now. And going down the back straightaway, still Zach, he's hanging on. Now he's running the mid to high line there in the 3 and the 4. He's going to have to out of 4, but he's going to take it down low. Is he going to have enough to get up to Chase and do anything with it? Not this time. Chase is going to take the high side, and Zach is going to go all the way down to the bottom. Coming out of turn number 2. Had a good run there. Lindgren did anyway. But not able to do anything with it. That was going on back here with Aiden Kirker. You got Corbin Collins. You got Chris Lilly. You can't forget about Jared Rashawn here. He's trying to get up to the 24. This is where the battle is at right now for the lead. As we're getting ready to come down to 13 laps to go here. And it looks like we got 15 out there watching. Thank you guys for tuning in here tonight. Definitely an exciting time to be tuning in here as we're getting down to the last 10 laps here relatively quickly. As we're down to 12 laps to go. And, ooh, 79 caught the leash. Looks like he got loose in contact there between the 79 and 71. And that happened right in front of the 39 Aiden Kirker. They were able to keep it straight, keep the cars in one piece, and really didn't lose a whole lot of momentum. So good driving by both those guys. Go ahead and get back up here to the front, though. Zach still cannot find a way to get around that 10 machine chase here. Give Paquette another lap led here. That'll be 23 laps led here for that 10 machine, as we are officially down to 10 laps to go here tonight, folks, as my computer wants to give me another hiccup. It's still a little under the weather. You know, allergy season, so every now and then it's got to give a little hiccup, as I like to call it. As Lindgren's back down to the inside of Paquette. I don't think Lindgren's learned the inside's not going to work. But he could be, you know, trying to prove me wrong, too. Down the back straightaway here. He's still all over the back bumper at Chase. He's just not able to get to the inside of him and complete the pass. That was his prime opportunity to take it. Ooh! Almost had the inside leverage there down the front straightaway, but Chase was quick on it and blocked it. And it looked like Zach was going to go to the inside again. Chase was trying to block the door, and Zach had to really check up not to get in the back of him. So good job by Zach. Literally saving Chase's rear. Going to go ahead, regroup, and go back at it here. We got a battle here for that fourth spot here with Jared LaShawn, Corbin Collins here. Corbin's on the inside of Jared here. This is the fourth spot. Looks like it's still, you know, pretty much a tie between these two drivers. Well, Jared actually has the advantage going down into 3 and 4. Corbin comes through pretty much it up. You got the 39 here. You guys want to battle? That's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, get up here too. I'd like to go ahead and get a couple more spots. Yeah, I'm surprised they still have doors on their cars, to be honest with you. The way they were rubbing fenders there on the restart here early on the last restart. Surprised there's no donuts on the numbers or anything like that, but we're down to 5 laps to go here, and it's still Chase Paquette, Zach Lindgren doing a lot of I'll do what you're not doing, catch me if you can type of thing. Chase right now is prevailing on both ends of that. I mean, he'll let Zach catch up to him, but he is not going to give Zach the outside. Zach knows that, and that's why he's trying everything possible to have the inside prevail. Try to find a way to make that inside work, but I just don't think it's going to, especially with the tires being a little bit older now. And you know these drivers have been running hard. As I say that, Zach really drove it side by side there through turn 1 and 2, but not able to complete the pass, and Chase Paquette still has that outside. 3 and 4, they're door to door, coming out of turn number 4, and to the start-finish line. It is going to be Chase still has the lead down to 3 laps to go here. I just don't think Zach's gonna. You can't get a good enough angle coming out of the turn. He's got to set him up and do a pump fake on him. Make Chase think that he's going down low and just take it up to the top. That's his only shot that he's going to have to get around that 10 machine. As there's the shot right there, but he just didn't have the momentum to be able to get at least a fender there. And now both drivers are running the bottom. Coming out of turn number 2, Chase got loose. Oh, they both made contact. And that will go ahead and bring out our caution here for our first green-white checkered attempt. We caught that live, but we're going to go back and take a look here to see what happened. And I'm curious to see here. We got to get on the 85 here. We got to get on Zach. And then let's go ahead and do a nose cam. I don't think he made contact with him. I think it was just the air effect. Oh. I think he might have brushed his bumper. That's going to be an odd view. Yeah, I think there was just some slight contact there. Just enough. And obviously not intentional by any stretch of the, no way. That was just some very hard racing between those two drivers. And unfortunate for both of them to have their nights end up like that. And it looks like Chase is going to be here in 16th spot. And, well, actually, 15th. Lingering here, still on pit road. In 17th right now. And he's led 42 laps. And that is the most, I do believe. Yeah. Yeah, Chase is the second most with 31 laps led. So, you hate to see that they're coming down to the wire, especially, 2 laps to go. Those guys are going for it all. Just one of them racing things, it happens, But you got to enjoy the hard racing. Ain't no doubt about that. As looks like we have 14 out there watching. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight for the first playoff race for the ISRL season number 5. Tonight we kick it off at Chicagoland. We still got one more week of the Eliminator 12 at Richmond next Tuesday night. So you definitely want to tune in. And you thought this race was exciting, just wait till we throw in a short track. Tempers will be flaring next Tuesday night. I can almost guarantee that. With 4 drivers that will be on the cutoff. And they don't, out of the 12, they don't want to be on that list. So there's going to be a lot of hard, good racing, a lot of hard, good fighting out there on the track. I'm sure bumpers will be used just to do anything to keep their playoff hopes alive. As we should be getting the one to go here for the first green-white checkered attempt, and I do believe they get 3. Go through the top 5 here real quick. Alexander Hyder first, Corbin Collins second, Sean Leisure third, We got Connor Trafari 4th, Michael Dorsey 5th. And 6th through 10th. Well, I didn't get through it fast enough. Aiden Kirker's actually 6th, Michael Dorsey's 5th. But with them being side by side here, getting ready for the restart, it scrambles everything up. I should have gone through it a lot before. So now, this is really when I'm telling my, if I'm the spotter, I'm telling my driver, really tighten those belts this time, because we're going to need everything you got here. I know the tires are a little old. Alexander's been out here 41 laps on these tires. Corbin Collins 34, Sean Leeser 26, Connor Trafari 33, and Mike Dorsey 25. That's just the top 5. The drivers behind them have pitted. Aiden Kirk is the first driver who had made a pit stop here. They're going to see if new tires or old tires are going to be the way to go here. As the green flag is out, Alexander is back on the loud pedal. We are down to 2 laps to go here. As we're going to have, I know we're going to have some 3 wide. Oh, save it, Connor. Save it. Oh, we got 4 wide going on back here. Caught that out of the corner of my eye real quick, and it happened so quick. But here comes, somebody just shot Aiden Kirker out of a cannon. Here he comes out of turn number 4. White flag is out in the air. Alexander Hyder, all he's got to do one more time around, but it does not look like he's going to be able to. Yeah, there goes Connor Leach, but it does not matter. The checkered flag is going to end it here. Here comes Aiden Kirker to the outside, and he's going to make quick work there at the 24. And here comes Aiden Kirker, Jared Rashawn coming out of turn number 4, but looks like Aiden Kirker, the man who has been denied all season long, is going to come across the start-finish line and win it here tonight at Chicagoland for the first Eliminator 12 race for the playoffs here for the ISRL season number 5. What a race, what a finish. And finally, Aiden Kirker is probably breathing a sigh of relief that finally strategy worked to his favor. He's been on the other side of that so many races here this season. And finally have it go his way. And at the right time. No better time than playoff time. So he is going to, I'm sure, have a burnout here on the virtual Chicagoland track. Well, congratulations goes to Aiden Kirker, Jared Rashawn, Alexander Hyder. Your top 3 here tonight. Jason Semino 4th, Jason Gallagher rounding out your top 5. Well, folks, we're going to go ahead, step away, get our top 3 up here. So don't go anywhere, folks. You don't want to miss these interviews. We'll be right back. Well, I have managed to find the top two, not the top three. So what we're going to go ahead and do is just go ahead and get down to our second place finisher here in that 27 machine, Jared Rashawn. Well, Jared, just didn't have enough to go ahead and get the victory over Aiden Kirker here tonight, but still good points night for you here tonight, finishing second. Go ahead and talk about your race here tonight. How was it for you here at Chicagoland?
Yeah, I actually was struggling tonight. I just couldn't really figure out how to pass people, and I felt like when I was running the top, I was just holding people up. But I mean, I pitted there on that last caution, and it just kind of worked out, I guess.
Yeah, and starting the playoffs off right for you. Second place finish here. Still got one more race to go for the eliminator 12, and that is next Tuesday night at Richmond. Go ahead and kind of talk about what not only you're looking forward to going to Richmond, but knowing that it's a elimination race. Does that add any more pressure onto you, knowing that a bad night can possibly knock you out of the playoffs going into the contender eight?
Yeah, Richmond's not really my best track, so to come out here with a second place and hopefully some decent points will kind of give me a little bit of buffer to survive this round. But Richmond's definitely not really good to me, so I don't really know how that's going to go. Just hopefully we can come out there with a top 10, top 15. And see where we shake out in the points.
Yeah, Richmond. To me, Richmond reminds me of like a super speedway style, only on a short track version. It's all about survival, just a lot of ducking, diving, uh, pretty much playing dodgeball. But the way this league has been this season, not only this season but last season as well, they like to show me the opposite of how tracks are ran, and they put on a fantastic show. So I would not be surprised if Richmond only has one, two, or three cautions, and that is it for the entire race, which would be good for a short track. But just being able to survive those three cautions because there's not a whole lot of room. So, but we still got what 6 days until that race comes up. So before we go ahead, Jared, let you go off and celebrate your second place finish here tonight to kick off the playoffs here at Chicagoland. Any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let that 27 diecast fans machine go celebrate their second place
And
finish?
it's like think all my teammates at Elite Motorsports. Zach definitely had some speed tonight. Looked like he was going to win. He got taken out, but at least Aiden was able to come through and pick up the win. And going back to back nights to him is after a lot of second places is good for him. Broadcast fans for being on the car, all the admins for putting the league on. This is definitely a fun place to come and race, and thank you for broadcasting.
Yes, for sure. And yeah, I mean, tonight was tonight was a lot of fun. I am glad that I was up here in the booth broadcasting with you guys, broadcasting for you guys, but I wanted to be out there on the track with you guys. Just a awesome race, awesome show that you guys put on out here tonight, and congrats once again, Jared, finishing second here tonight. Enjoy this one, and we'll see you next Tuesday on the 7th, not the 7th, the 14th at Richmond. Until then, enjoy this one.
Thank you.
All right, and that will take us to our victor here. It has taken him all season, and now finally the playoffs have come around, and Aiden Kirker has finally found himself into victory lane. Well, it wasn't easy for you, Aiden, but strategy finally prevailed in your favor. Go ahead and talk about how was your race here at Chicagoland, and yeah, Mike Schurz, go ahead, take it away.
It was good. It's just kind of managing the tires all race, and it was almost like a dirt race, just with the car slipping and sliding, having to search around the track for grip, and the car constantly changing. So kind of fit into what I like pretty good. That first run, I felt really strong. We just kind of didn't get the starting position we need to keep up with the leaders, and then I think that pitting off sequence and just the way everything worked out, we weren't going to really have a shot, and then once that caution came out, I mistakenly thought that we only had one set of tires left for some reason, and so I didn't pit, and that ended up working for me because I had that extra set of tires for the end. Um, so I mean, hey, you got to take them any way you can, especially this season with how tough everything's been. So just super happy and super fortunate to get back in the winner's circle. 2 nights in a row, actually. I haven't won since November in Montreal, and then I win a truck league last night and Xfinity tonight. So I got a cup league tomorrow night. Maybe we'll go win that too. Probably, probably not. I'm not good in the next gen, but you never know. But yeah, just solid race or 50% of a race, and we were just able to kind of play our cards right and walk out with a victory to start the playoffs.
Yeah, and you don't have a race tomorrow.
I don't.
No.
Are we on an off week?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not.
Yeah.
That I told you I'm not going
So,
to win anything tomorrow.
well, you're right about that, but it gives you extra time to celebrate, your back-to-back victories here. And, yeah, it was just weird because it looked like Chicagoland raced more like a Kansas or a Kentucky here tonight. Was that just, how the setup is with this car, or was it just I haven't seen that before. So it was it just how the setup was with this car?
Honestly, it was like, I mean, Kansas is very fast and sweeping, but there was a lot of grip when we went to Kansas. And it actually made it really hard to pass. That was kind of here tonight, but you could save and kind of make it up. And late in the run at Kansas, it went only high side, and here you kind of run both lines depending on how good you were. I mean, Kansas and Chicago, they look identical. I mean, if you show someone a picture of Chicago and then Kansas, they're going to think it's the same place. So
Yeah.
this place got a little older surface, so it's better for the racing. A little bit more banking in the travel too, I think. But so it's similar to Kansas, but there was just no grip tonight. And as people might think that's a bad thing, it's really for a lot of guys it's a good thing. I like for me, I love races where you're just fighting for grip everywhere you can because that's what creates passing opportunities and that's what creates for good racing and racing up and down the racetrack. And I feel like we had that tonight.
Yeah, you definitely had that tonight. Multiple lines were working here tonight, and uh, it it put on a very good show, especially towards the not the end, but towards the latter part of the race there, where you had lingering, Zach and Paquette. They were door banging off each other left and right every turn. It was awesome to see that, and I mean we even had 3-4 wide mid pack. Yeah, it just action all over the place. It almost felt like a super speedway on a mile-and-a-half track. So awesome job to all you guys out here tonight putting on a phenomenal show. But we still got one more race here for the Eliminator 12, and that's next Tuesday night at Richmond. Going to throw a little short track action in. Go ahead and, I mean, you just won your race here tonight, so you're sitting pretty good going into the next week. But, go ahead and talk about what are your expectations? What are you looking forward to at Richmond next Tuesday night with the Xfinity cars and knowing that it's an elimination race for a lot of these guys here next Tuesday?
Just looking forward to racing the racetrack. I like Richmond. It's a lot of fun. I hope that everyone kind of behaves. I know it's tough to do that at a short track, but hopefully everyone behaves because long runs at Richmond can be a lot of fun. So it can go either way. Richmond can be a really caution-filled race, or it can be a really clean race. I don't really know what to expect, especially after what happened tonight. So I'm just looking forward to going out, having a good time. We're probably sitting pretty solid in points, so hopefully we can say that we're close to locked into the next round, and we can just kind of go and have a fun race.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, you should be pretty good. But you never know until everything's updated and all that. But until then, Aiden, you still got 6 days to go ahead and enjoy this one. But until you go ahead and start enjoying that, Any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give, Aiden, before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your victory here tonight at Chicagoland?
Yeah, just want to thank everyone for showing up for as much as they have this season. We're getting down to the grind of it with the playoffs. I want to thank all the admins for helping me run this thing. All the drivers for showing up. Thank my dad. He's sitting probably about 10 feet away from me watching the broadcast. So good thing my headset's on because otherwise I'd be hearing myself twice, which that'd be weird. But so yeah, and thank you for broadcasting as always. You do a phenomenal job, and I get a day off of class tomorrow, so hopefully I can sit down and watch the whole broadcast.
All right. Well, that's awesome to hear, Aiden. And good to see you out there tuning in, Richard. Man, he didn't even race tonight, did he?
Nah, he had a headache. He didn't feel good. He said, "I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna have a good run. I'll get all my stuff ready for Richmond." He's excited for Richmond. That's what he's looking forward to. He just shook his head yes.
All right. Well, definitely looking forward to seeing Richard Kirker back there on the track next Tuesday at Richmond. But, Aiden, it's your night. Your turn to celebrate. Enjoy this one. And we'll see you next Tuesday night at Richmond. Till then, enjoy this one, Aiden.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. All right, everybody. That will complete our interviews here for this evening. So let's go ahead and get down to the final results. Of course, pending any admin stuff that they have to do, but I don't think they're going to. I think what we have is final. So finishing first, Aiden Kirker in that 39 machine. Once again, Aiden, congratulations to you on winning here tonight. Jared Rashawn second in that 27. Alexander Hyder third in the 24 machine. Jason Semedo in the 43 machine finishing fourth. Jason Gallagher rounding out your top five in that 58 machine. Chris Lilly in the 53 finishing sixth. Corbin Collins finishing seventh in the 71 machine. Cameron McCone finishing eighth in the 04 machine. Josh Duke bringing it home in ninth in that 32 machine. And rounding out in the top 10, Connor Trafari in that 9 machine. Then you got Sean Leisure finishing 11th in that 67 machine. Finishing 12th in the 182 machine, Mitch Van Oss. Zach Linger in the 85 finishing 13th. J.J. Hill in the 3 machine finishing 14th. Connor Leach in the 79 finishing 15th. You got Michael Dorsey in this 99 finishing 16th. Chase Paquette finishing 17th in the 10 machine. Jake Baker finishing 18th in the 17 machine. Then you got Chris Thornton finishing 19th in the 75. Round out your top 20 here tonight at Chicagoland. Seth Wentworth in the 28 machine. Kyle Camper finishing 21st in the 91 machine. James Rader 22nd in the 72 machine. Brian Bick in the 92 finishing 23rd. Caden Henry Oakes in the 41 finishing 24th. Joseph Costello in the 60 machine finishing 25th. Then you got Anthony Colatuano finishing 26th in the 98 machine. Eli Innes finishing 27th in the 1. Daryl Arnold in the 6th machine finishing 28th. Keelan Billish finishing 29th in the 18. And then rounding out the field in 30th, we got the 97 machine of Diego Roldan. Well, everybody, that was an exciting race. I know I'm going to need a breather. And I'm going to have a week to go ahead and do that as we go ahead and prepare for the elimination race. Richmond next Tuesday night on the 14th, where we will settle the Contender 8. But until then, folks, take care of yourselves and each other and have a good night.